This one we're going to start with a mod to the house. New flag. Sprung for the embroidered one, because I'm a patriot. The other one's up there for a year, and it was starting to get a little tattered toward the edges, so I figured I'd go and pick up a new one at the start of winter, because it's been about a year since I moved into this house. Filling up. Put some gas in. I'll probably put like 3-4 gallons in it. When I finally get it road legal, at that point I'll take it up probably and fill it up at a gas station. Okay, so my garage is a disaster, so plan is to clean it today. Finally take a crack at cleaning this place up, because it needs it pretty bad. Alright, let's go. Okay, so the original plan for this video, I was going to clean up the garage a bit. I had tools everywhere, packaging, just a bunch of stuff laying around from when I did all of the wiring and stuff, everything I'd done to the car so far. So I wanted to get all that stuff out of the way, sort of have a clean, fresh start for the next few mods I was going to do. I was going to put in a rear view mirror and mount the battery and probably rebuild the carburetor. This whole process sort of ended up getting interrupted. Here, let me move the car out of the garage. Okay, so something I hadn't said before was that I had sent the paperwork off to get the VIN number for the Tide Car, filled out the application and everything, sent it off, and in the middle of filming all this stuff for this video, I ended up getting a letter from the BMV. Okay, so I just got a letter, and it is from the State of Indiana Bureau of Motor Vehicles. And it says at the bottom, vehicle description, 1993 Ford Thunderbird. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it. It feels like a whole packet. So it could be that they returned the entire thing, but I don't know what it says. I'm gonna read it. You recently submitted an information pack to the Bureau of Motor Vehicles for processing. After review, we discovered the following information is missing. Unfortunately, we are unable to process your MVIN request due to Pennsylvania requires the seller to acquire a title before selling. If you're unable to meet these guidelines, you will need to get a court order transferring ownership into your name and include that with the MVIN packet. Once completed, please mail the entire packet with this letter to the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, blah, 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 blah. If you need further assistance, please contact the BMV. Okay. Man. Okay, so it looks like... Oh, dude. Have to get a title before selling. Court order transferring ownership into your name. Include that with the MVIN packet. Oh, man. So I didn't get the VIN number, but I have the information I need to figure out how to do it. So, okay, so I gotta think on this and figure out what I can do to get past that. Now, I don't know if it came through in that clip, but I was crushed because I had already looked into how to get a court order title, and it did not look like it was going to be possible. But it was my only shot. They said that the person who sold it to me has to have a title before they sell it to me according to Pennsylvania law. The thing about that is that it's a race car. It doesn't need a title. So I don't understand why they want a title so bad, but they do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the courthouse right now in my county and see if I can apply for a court-ordered title. They said, the BMV said if I can give them a title, court-ordered title, that they would issue me a VIN number and everything would be all good. So I'm about to go up to the courthouse right now. I've got the paperwork printed out for the application, all that stuff, and I'm going to try to apply for a court-ordered how they're gonna give me a title without a VIN number, without anything. I just have the receipt for buying the car. They're gonna have to charge me sales tax on the car. But in any event, it should be an interesting expedition. We'll see what happens. So I went to the courthouse. I talked to the clerk, and as soon as I started explaining him what I needed, he already knew, and he had like this pre-filled out sheet of paper that he slid to me and made it really seem like it was not going to be that big a deal. So that was actually really encouraging, and they seem very nice there. So hopefully I can get the court order. I've got my appointment set, and I just have to come in. He said it'd be like a 10-minute thing, and I don't even have to bring anything. It was crazy how easy it was. But that was really encouraging visit. I'm headed over to the BMV right now to ask them some more questions about the application, and hopefully they can help me out so I can get it done right. I went through the rest of the application and all the paperwork with the lady at the BMV. She was very nice about everything, told me everything I needed, and helped me out with a couple little areas I was kind of confused on. I'm gonna go home and fill all that stuff out and have it ready. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to wait a few weeks for my court date. But then after the court date, I should be able to like give you guys an update and see like where I'm at as far as sending in the paperwork and stuff. See when it gets back. I don't know. Well, we'll just have to. It's all gonna go through. We're just gonna have to wait and see. It's gonna take a little longer than usual, though, probably. Okay, so a week later, I had my court date. All right, so I'm sitting out in the courthouse, getting ready to go in for my court date. I guess I had to sue the BMV to get a court order title, so I did that. I paid the money, and so now I'm sitting here waiting for my court date. They set, so it should end up being pretty easy. Go in, take a look, and I will let you know what happens when I come out. So I went into the courtroom, true to their word, which they had sent me a letter that they were not going to come and represent themselves. The BMV did not show up. After everything was said and done, the judge agreed, and he gave me this about a week later. And I took this, and I got a court seal stamped onto it, and I went to the BMV and talked to the very nice ladies again, submitted another MVIN packet, submitted a court order title application, and then a few weeks later, okay, I got a letter from the BMV, and it feels pretty thick because there's a bunch of stuff in it. So I'm gonna open it right now and see what we got. Oh. It says, enclosed, please find Bureau of Motor Vehicle Form T1N, permission for motor vehicle identification number. To ensure compliance with Indiana Code, please perform the following steps. Affix the motor vehicle identification number on the vehicle where the vehicle identification number originally appeared. Usually in the door well or driver's side dashboard. Generally, we require the number to be etched in a metal plate and permanently attached to the vehicle. Many people obtain these plates at local trophy shops and attach a plate with rivets. Have a police officer inspect the VIN and complete the lower portion of the Form T1N. Take the completed form to a licensed branch to complete your application for title and or registration on this vehicle. So it looks like they gave me a VIN. Form T1N. Let's see. To make or stamp the motor vehicle identification number. 1993 Thunderbird Coupe. 1993 Ford Thunderbird. That's what it's going to be in the system as, it looks like. Affidavit for the police officer. Okay, so I gotta put one of those on there and do that. And I guess it looks like they returned the title application checklist. So I guess I can't apply for a title because the car doesn't have a VIN number on it yet. I'm gonna have to put the VIN number on the car first, and then have a police officer verify the VIN number is on there, and then I can send it off. But that's it. The car has a VIN number now. I just have to put the VIN number on. And then as soon as the VIN number is on there and done, get it verified, and then I can, I guess, send off the application for the title. I thought once the VIN number was on there, you could just do the title at the BMV, but I guess maybe not. I can't believe it's got a VIN number now. That is so cool. Ladies and gentlemen, I submit to you the VIN number for the Tide Car. I am freaking stoked. It was a long battle. We sued the BMV. We won the lawsuit against the BMV. And now we have a legit VIN number for the Tide Car. So I was thinking there's two places I could put it. I could either put it underneath the windshield here, which would be pretty easy because this rubber weather stripping looks like it's been out already before. So you could probably just take the windshield out real quick. Just a couple Allen keys. I got a power tool I can do that with. And then this might have to come out to get the window out, but those look like just a couple flathead cam locks. And then we could put it there, or you could put it back here on the roll bar, just right there behind the seat, which, I don't know. I don't really like the look of it there. I think the fact that it's like kind of like cool, like streetcar-ish, like to be right there. And wherever it's gonna be, you're gonna be able to see it as like, you know. But I think I'll put it up on the dash, 'cause that seems like the more streetcar place to put it. And, you know, having something that's like streetcar like that on a full race car, I think it'd actually be pretty cool. So I'll get to pulling this windshield out. It's so cool how everything on this car comes apart so easy. So I just pulled the screw out of this, take one of these tabs off here, and I figured I should probably remove this in case the windshield goes down deep under there. You can see under there okay, but so these little screws, you just push them down and turn them to the left, and they're like these little spring-loaded cam locks. And then this whole thing lifts up like that. And that comes out from under. See, I don't know if you can see that. And once that comes out from under there, this thing lifts out of this hole, and then you just pull the whole thing out. All right. That was so easy. It was absolutely ridiculous. You have these straps here that get unbolted from the top there over the windshield, hold the windshield down, and you had all these orange trim pieces that went along there that came out so easy. It was like 2 seconds just popping these little flathead screws and the whole thing pops out. This is just gonna sit up here right now because it needs to be out of the way so that I can get to this area right here, because I'm gonna put the plate like right there. So just need to drill a couple holes and this thing should be done. Okay, I put the VIN number in the car, right underneath the windshield. Right there, you can see it, MVIN. It's in the window, and I called the state police. I had them come out. The guy came in here and he was like, what is this? So why is this not a normal VIN number? Did this have a VIN number on it before? He's kind of confused. And I told him obviously no to all that stuff. And he signed off everything. And he said, this is the coolest car I've ever done a VIN check on by far. So that was pretty cool. So now it says on the paperwork for the VIN number, which I have right here. It says on the paperwork from the BMV that after I get the VIN number done, that I should go to a local BMV branch to finish the titling process. The VIN number is checked, it's signed off, and I'm going right now and we'll see if I can get it titled and registered today. Okay, I'm here at the BMV. And we're about to go in and see if I get this done right now. Okay, the car is titled. They titled it, and I want to register it to get. I want to get plates for it, but I can't get plates until I have insurance. And I've been talking to my insurance broker, and he should have the application and everything ready for me. I just have to drive. It's like 30 minutes, like down the way to get to. I just made a wrong turn. I have to drive down to another city to go and get the car insured. And then once the car's insured, I can come back to the BMV and hopefully get back here before it's 5 o'clock when they close, and it's 3 o'clock right now, so it's not gonna take me 2 hours to drive down there and back. So hopefully I can drive down there, sign off on the insurance, pay the premium, and then come back up here with the title and the insurance and plate it, and then it's legal. It's legal, I can drive it on the street. So hopefully I can get all that done today. Like, I'm so freaking stoked right now. I am at BMV now, about to get registration to plate it. I'm about to go get it. Street legal. And it is done. That is my temporary plate. And it goes on the back of the NASCAR, and then I'll be able to drive it on the street. I'm excited about that. I don't even know where I want to take it first. I'll figure that out later. I gotta go home and put it on. Here we go again. You guys know how much I hate this part. You gotta put some big ones in there this time for the license plate that I just got. Oh. Oh. Man, that really didn't sound good. It crunched when it went in there. Oh. Okay. This bad boy is plated and just checked all the tire pressures and torqued all the lug nuts. All the hood's pinned down and everything. The trunk is pinned down. The electricity's hooked up. The lights are working. And I'm getting ready to drive for the first time right now. This will be the first street legal drive in the Tide Car ever. And I need to hurry and get and go because, I don't know if you can see that, but it's starting to get dark, which is not a problem because I have headlights. But it looks like it might rain soon. So I'm gonna try to keep it close. Just take it for like a quick little ride around the block. Oh, that's pretty. Just take it for a quick little ride. And this is the first time. I'm so pumped. The first street legal time. I mean, I've driven it, but the first street legal time. Getting better at that. Got my fire extinguisher. Got my GoPro, which is gonna go in my lap, I guess. Start it up, right? The ignition's on, so you need to turn on the brake lights, which I have to rewire that. To turn on the alternator, energizer to get it charging the battery, and then the tach's gonna come on, and the radiator fan doesn't need to come on yet because it's not up to temperature. Put it in drive, let's see what happens.
clicking noise is really making me nervous. I hope it gets me back home. I gotta figure out what that is. And I can't even see the temperature because there's no lights in here. But that's the whole purpose of first couple drives in. Oh, that's not good. That took a really long time to shift. Yeah, this thing, I think this transmission's toast.
So I checked out the transmission after I got back. After getting under it and looking at the bolt pattern, I found out that it's a 204R, which is a transmission I've never heard of. After taking a closer look at it, the pan was really rusted, the torque converter was really rusted, and it really looked like a high mileage transmission that's just been painted black. 200R4s they used to use in the early 80s on GM cars. It's just like a 700R4, but it doesn't have as high a torque capacity. That's okay though. I don't think it's a very expensive transmission to begin with, and I've got plans to replace it with a manual in the future.
We're back. Did pretty good. Didn't get pulled over. Nothing really that scary happened. Transmission's making a lot of noise, a lot of really scary, rattly, crunchy, frightening noises. So when you get on it, the car's so loud that you can't really hear a lot of noises when you get on it, but you get on it and it would go away. It'd be like a little quiet, and then when you got completely off the throttle, or even a little bit off the throttle, it starts just going like making all kinds of crazy noises. And I don't think that's normal. And after what I found out about the transmission a little bit ago, I'm thinking that it's gonna need to be replaced. It's gonna be like pretty high on the list of things to do, is gonna be replacing the transmission. For a first drive, not bad. Did absolutely excellent. Man, didn't have any issues at all. Like, it cruises real nice. Like, obviously at speed, it has like a lot of, it's a very stable car. Man, those springs are stiff, like really, really stiff. The whole ride is extremely rough. Man, this thing is, it is just a ton of fun to drive. Like, I can't believe it's street legal. I'm so tripping out. I'm just, that was a dream. It was a dream to be able to drive something like this on the street, and I finally just fulfilled that dream. Like, it's these kind of moments that you work in life toward. Even though it's something small, it's something simple, it's still, it feels so good to just succeed sometimes. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's it for the car today. I don't even know what's next on the list. I gotta figure something out. I got a lot of other stuff I need to do to it. Things I already have parts for. That stuff's gonna be coming in the future, but for now, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.